And we're back with KMMA, Amandio.
I'm Khalil Deal.
And it's that time where we're bringing you our main event predictions and breakdowns for Fight Night Abu Dhabi. We're going to be starting with Nikita Krylov against Bogdan Guskov. Then we got Asu Almabayev against Jose Ochoa. Then it's Shara Magomedov against Marc-Andre Barriot. We got Peter Yan in the co-main event against Marcus McGee. And then in the main event, we have Robert Whitaker against Rene de Ritter. So real deal, opening things up. Who do you got between Nikita Krylov and Bogdan Guskov?
Yeah, man, this is a tough one. We've been discussing about this, man, and I've been looking around and stuff and doing my research, man. This is going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a very good fight. Nikita Krylov, man, this guy's fighting style is a blend of striking, grappling, and submission skills. He began training in Kyokushin karate at the age of 10, which basically laid the foundation of his approach to fighting now.
Yeah, that's why he has that kind of karate stance. You know, it's from
Exactly.
that probably.
And Nikita Krylov is known for his aggressive fighting style. He has a record of 30 wins and 10 losses. He's got an ability to deliver significant strikes and takedowns. He's got a very unique style. Bogdan Guskov, this is a guy who's mainly a boxer and a kickboxer. He does incorporate some elements of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's basically a master in both boxing and like I said, kickboxing. He holds a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, so he's not as really good as Nikita Krylov in Jiu-Jitsu. Like I said, his background for Guskov is mostly boxing and kickboxing, but he can be decent on the ground. But when he gets taken down and is on his back, he's not as good as if he's on top of his opponent on the ground. I could see Nikita Krylov using his ground game, which I think he needs to use in this one, to take down Bogdan Guskov, get him to the ground, and use his submission skills and his ground and pound. He cannot stand and bang with Guskov because right now we're also very worried about Nikita Krylov's chin. Obviously, he didn't have the best start comeback after we haven't seen him. We didn't see him for like 2 years and 4 months, and then he came back 3 months ago and fought against Dominic Reyes, which he got knocked out with a counter left hook in that fight. So we're not sure about the chin of Nikita Krylov, but if he keeps this fight to the ground, he should be able to beat Bogdan Guskov. On the feet, he's decent as well. He can land some powerful punches as well. Give me Nikita Krylov, man. I like him to win this one. I think he can win by a finish here. You can see here he's got 12 knockouts, 16 submissions. Bogdan Guskov has 3 losses. He has been knocked out. He has been submitted. The last time he was submitted was against Volkan Ozdemir, who got him in a rear naked choke. So I think Nikita Krylov can get a finish here. Give me Nikita Krylov by knockout or submission, man.
Yeah, what I was talking about before, it's the arm triangles and the chokes that Krylov likes getting caught in. Yeah, even last time, who was it? No, last time it was Paul Craig with the triangle choke.
Yeah, Paul Craig submitted him, but
before that, yeah, but before that, I'm just looking at arm triangle again here. Gilly, Von Flute. Yeah, so I guess arm triangle. Yeah, so we got.
but these are by better submission guys than Bogdan Guskov, though.
Just saying, Guskov, work on your arm triangle. Maybe you get in a position for that. You know, it's a known weakness. Yeah, with Krylov here, he has that wild man in him where he's going to blitz in on you and throw those wild shots. That's the way he gets his knockouts. Very aggressive, and that's what I fear for him coming in like that, open to getting just smashed by a counter from Guskov there. So that's the way I see Guskov winning the fight. I think, because I don't think that's avoidable for Krylov just to fight like that. But yeah, I do think he does have that advantage in the grappling, and considering The fact that his chin may not be completely there anymore. Uh, yeah, but yeah, look, yeah, I got to go with Krylov here. I think he's going to have a bounce back fight. I think he's going to make it a point to go to his ground game. That's my prediction. But we all know how these guys fight sometimes, like last time, Khalil, where they did the, sometimes opposite of the way they should be fighting their fight. So you never know. But in a very close call, I am going to go with the favorite again in Nikita Krylov, but I'm hesitant to do so.
Yeah, I also got to mention the experience that Nikita Krylov has in the UFC. He's just fought the better competition. Guskov, who's he really fought in the UFC? He got submitted by Volkan Ozdemir. He did knock out Zach Pauga. Ryan Spann, he did knock out Ryan Spann, who was looking poorly before the last week. And
Give it one more minute last week, he wouldn't have looked that good.
He submitted Billy Elakana, who's also in this card that we talked about. So he hasn't really fought like the better the better opponents. I mean, Nikita Krylov is a vet, man. This guy has fought the who's, man. Dominic Reyes, we talked about. Oh yeah, and just to so he's beaten guys like Ryan Spann. That was some MMA math I wanted to talk about there. Nikita Krylov beat Volkan Ozdemir by unanimous decision, and Bogdan lost to Volkan Ozdemir by submission. Right?
I'll give Bogdan a pass for that. It was a very tough first fight in the UFC, though.
But it's still some good MMA math to consider there. But what I was talking about was Krylov, the fighters that he's fought. We're talking Alexander Gustafsson, Paul Craig, Magomed Ankalaev, Johnny Walker, Glover Teixeira, Ovince St. Preux, Jan Blachowicz. I mean, come on, man. It's just not even comparable, the level of competition that Nikita Krylov has faced. I got to go with Nikita Krylov in this one. All right, so we're in agreement with the first fight of the main card. Next fight, Asu Almabayev against Jose Ochoa. Andy O.
Yeah, this is another very close fight for me to call. With Almabayev here, this is a striker grappler. We got Asu Almabayev, the grappler here, who's better down there, who can do a lot down there. But isn't the greatest of finishers, I find. Like, good grinder, but I find he doesn't really have overall the finishing touch as some of these other guys have. Ochoa,
he still has 9 submissions and 3 knockouts, though.
yeah, that is true. But I don't know. Maybe against I have to see him against better quality competition again, I guess. But Ochoa will win the stand-up battle. That goes without saying. He's a good striker. He's very fast, I find. And what he does well, which I think will ultimately win him the fight, is he goes to the body with purpose. And I think this is going to stop Almabayev. Also, I have a note here that Almabayev spins too much, which means he's one of those guys, because it seems like a theme here. He's another spinner, but he spins a little too much sometimes and can get him into trouble. Also, Ochoa, he has some subs of his own too. So as Almabayev's coming in for those takedowns, Jose Ochoa may be smart to look for some kind of exposure there so he can lock in some kind of sub or get Almabayev thinking about it. So what I'm going to say is that Ochoa's takedown defense is going to be able to stop Almabayev's takedowns overall. And at that point, Jose Ochoa will be more free with his feet and be able to win this by decision or knockout.
So you're going for Jose Ochoa?
I'm going for one of the kids, baby. One of the boys.
Wow. This is at pick 'em odds here, so it's like pick your poison here. I'll definitely disagree with you here. I got to go with Asu Almabayev, man. Jose Ochoa is not proven, man. He's not proven. Who's he actually fought? He fought his UFC debut, okay, and he lost by unanimous decision to Loner Kavanagh. And then he fought Cody Durden and managed to knock out Cody Durden in a pretty grueling fight that was. He's not proven yet, man. Asu Almabayev, this guy has fought the best of the best in the division. He only lost to Manel Kopp. who's light years ahead of Jose Ochoa, and he got knocked out. Unfortunately, he got caught with some knees and punches by Manel Kape. But prior to that, he beat Mateus Nicolau by unanimous decision. He beat Jose Johnson by unanimous decision. He beat CJ Vergara by unanimous decision. He beat Ode Osborne by submission. I mean, the guy has fought way, way, way better fighters than Jose Ochoa. He's more proven in the UFC, fought the better fighters, and he's been on a tear other than that lose against Manel Kape. Asul Almabayev is crazy with his grappling heavy fighting style. He's got a strong emphasis on takedowns and ground control. He loves to use his wrestling, and it's nonstop. Like he continues like that. His gas tank is through the roof. He continues nonstop, securing takedowns and grappling and finishing fights with submissions. He can strike effectively as well, but his primary focus and his strength is his wrestling and his ability to control opponents on the ground. Now, Jose Ochoa, he's an aggressive, fast-paced fighter. He's known for his volume-based striking. He uses a combination of kickboxing and Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu techniques. He's recognized for his excellent takedown defense and his ability to quickly transition offense to defense. He's got training in Chuto box, but he's more of a striker than anything. He doesn't use his grappling as much as Asul Almabayev. And the relentless takedowns, the relentless wrestling, I think it's going to be too much for Jose Ochoa. Give me Asul Almabayev to win by submission or decision. So we're in disagreement with this fight here. All
Just
right.
that fight against Durden showed me that he can stop those takedowns. So
Yeah, but Durden is not anywhere near the degree of relentless grappler like Asul Almabayev is with his wrestling.
similar.
Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Marc-André Barriault against Shara Bullet Magomedov. For this one here, man,
Yeah.
I got to go with Bullet. I got to go with Bullet, man. I think this is a striker versus striker here, you know. And in a striker versus striker, Bullet doesn't have to worry about the takedowns. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to worry about Marc-André Barriault trying to take him down. He doesn't really, that's not his game. Marc-André Barriault likes to stand in box and try to get knockouts. As you can see, he's got 11 knockouts out of his 17 wins for Barriault. He's got one submission. But Magomedov, he can grapple if he needs to. He's a Dagestani, and he can grapple if he needs to on the ground. He can hold his own on the ground, but he's also a knockout power guy who can knock people out. He's got 12 knockouts out of his 15 wins here. In this fight here, I know that Marc-André Barriault is going to keep the fight standing. He's going to want to stand and bang, especially after Sharaputin lands a few hard punches. He's going to want to come forward and try to box with him. I think Sharaputin's the better fighter. I think he's going to be a slightly taller as well in this one. And I think he's going to land the more powerful strikes, man. Give me Sharaputin by knockout or decision. I think he clips Marc-André Barriault. We've seen Marc-André Barriault get knocked out 3 times in his 9 losses. Just recently got knocked out by Dustin Stolfus, who's not even really that much of a powerful knockout artist. And Joe Pyfer knocked him out as well. So give me Sharaputin by knockout or decision here.
Yeah, the deal. Did you go see Bruno Silva at the hospital after what Marc-André Barriault did to him last time?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Visited the hometown, you know?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad one, yeah.
Yeah, so that is the way Barriault would win. You're not getting any surprises from him. He's come forward. He gets you into that range he loves, or where he can do his boxing, dirty box you up, get it grindy, hit you with those elbows, maybe almost kill you with an elbow like he did last week. What Shara Bullet is going to bring is awesome kicks and variety. If you like your kicks, you love what this guy can do with it. Very dynamic. As you mentioned, he doesn't have to worry about the takedowns with Marc-André Barriault because that is his weakness. You take him down, he can't get up. He's a pure striker, this guy. Therefore, I have to pick Shara Bullet. Not only that, because I also feel that Barriault, I don't think his chin is as durable as it used to be. I think he's kind of always been a win-loss kind of guy in the UFC, I find, and I think those losses are going to come by knockout more often. He's been getting knocked out more lately, and I see the same thing happening here. So give me Shara by knockout or decision.
All right, man. So we're in agreement with this fight here. Nice. Let's move on up to the next fight. Peter Yan versus Marcus McGee. Who you got here, Andio?
Here, I was going to go Peter Yan the whole way, but after looking at these guys a little more, like I know Peter Yan has experience and he's fought a lot of guys, but at the same time, could Yan be creeping up on not being quite the fighter he was? And could McGee be like an awesome fighter that just didn't fight the top of the top yet? But now he's getting his opportunity here. I think Marcus McGee has looked really good. I think Marcus McGee tries to fight with the same pressure and instincts, like from bell to bell. And he has a lot of speed. He has great power. And he has nice, crisp combinations. So I look at Peter Yan, very well-rounded. He has good defense, and he has a good takedown defense, good wrestling of his own. But what you can count on with Peter Yan is to lose the first round. I can almost guarantee you that Marcus McGee will win the first round because Yan is a notorious slow starter, downloading information, as they like to say. That means he's going to have to win the last 2 rounds against Marcus McGee. I'm not sure that McGee will give him an opportunity to come back in this fight. So I'm going to be going with the dog, Marcus McGee, to get the upset win over Peter Yan. I think he may be just that good. He's 10-1, and I think it's a good time for him to fight someone like Peter Yan. Who you got, Deal?
All right, man. So I'll tell you one thing though. Peter Yan is going to be the pick, but Marcus McGee is definitely going to be on the dog list here. At those odds, I definitely wouldn't mind putting a sprinkle on Marcus McGee here at 4-1 odds here. It's definitely worth it for a sprinkle there on Marcus McGee for how good he is. I mean, Marcus McGee, he's very aggressive. He's very well-rounded. And he's got a mix of boxing. He's got powerful, accurate strikes, and he uses a lot of movement, a lot of feints and stuff like that. He keeps his opponents guessing. He's got good leg kicks, and he also has a ground game, man. He definitely knows how to fight on the ground as well. Peter Yan, though, this guy is a veteran, man. He's fought the who's in the division, man. We gotta remember that Peter Yan is the guy who's fought guys like Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili, Song Yadong, Davison Figueiredo. So he's fought way better competition than Marcus McGee. Let's not forget Marcus McGee. The wins that he's got have been guys that are not even in the UFC anymore or very low caliber fighters, such as Journey Newsom, JP Buys. Gaston Bolanos. These are guys that are not very good. His best win was against Jonathan Martinez, where he won a unanimous decision in his last fight. So we got to remember that Peter Yan is the guy who's fought the better fighters. He's more of a veteran, and I got to go with Peter Yan in this one, man. If the fight goes to decision, the judges are going for the Russian. I'm going to take Peter Yan to win by knockout or decision here, but like I said, Marcus McGee is a very good dog play. Very good dog play there at those odds. But the pick is going to be Peter Yan, knockout or decision. All right, so we are in disagreement with this one here. Now let's move on to the main event of the evening. Guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment for the algorithm, help us out. We got the main event here, Robert Whittaker versus Renier de Ridder. Now for this one here, man, I don't care what anybody says. I love Robert Whittaker. He's great. He's a veteran. He's awesome and all that. But I have to go with the dog Renier de Ridder here. I got to go with the dog Renier de Ridder. I say Renier de Ridder gets the win. I think that Renier de Ridder has the crazy height advantage here. We're looking at a 4-inch height advantage over Robert Whittaker. Also, a crazy reach advantage here as well. Renier de Ridder is going to be, he's going to have a significant 5.5-inch reach advantage here for Renier de Ridder. So at 6'4" to 6 foot, I don't even think Robert Whittaker is 6 foot. I think he's under that. But he's going to be so much taller there, Renier de Ridder, with the reach advantage. He's also a submission specialist. He's got 13 submissions out of his 20 wins, 5 knockouts. He's a killer-be-killed fighter. He goes out there and tries to kill people. As you can see, his 2 losses have come by knockout. He doesn't really go to decision much. He's won 2 fights by decision. Out of his 20 wins, only 2 went to decision. I think Renier de Ridder gets him out of here, man. I think he's going to come in here bigger, stronger than Robert Whittaker. He's got good striking. He's got good submission skills, good ground game. Robert Whittaker is not, yes, he's good at takedown defense, but we've seen Robert Whittaker get taken down. Robert Whittaker has been subbed 2 times out of his 8 losses. He's been knocked out 3 times as well. And he just recently got submitted by Khamzat Chimaev in his last fight. Whittaker got submitted by Khamzat Chimaev with that face crank. So I'm going with Renier de Ridder, a submission specialist. Give me Renier de Ridder to get him out of there. Knockout or submission, man.
I'm going to take Whittaker because he fought better guys. No, I can't do that because I'm telling you that Renier de Ridder is going to be fighting for the title in a few fights. I'm telling you. I still feel the guy's getting disrespected. He was a champ before in 1. And he only lost to 1 guy. I'm not going to talk about that again. You know what's up with that. I think I just think he's going to get the sub on Robert Whittaker because I think Robert Whittaker may be a little kind of rushed if he finds himself in some kind of grappling situations and may not make the smartest decision after getting his jaw and teeth and gums like smashed in by Khamzat Chimaev that time. That was pretty brutal to watch.
Yeah.
I see Renier de Ridder using those step-in knees that just brutalized Bo Nickel there. Just slaughtered him with those knees. I think those knees are going to be there against Whittaker also. Due to Renier de Ridder's just his height and his length. Like he can get in there real quick and then follow up with some grappling. I think eventually he's going to get Whittaker down and find something with a slick sub. So also Whittaker has taken a bit of damage there throughout his career. He's fought a lot of fights and fought at, like he's been a top level guy for a long time, fought a lot of tough guys, taken a lot of beats. So give me Renier de Ridder here, the dog.
Yeah, and they're the same age too. So like, you know, like I like this because Renier de Ridder, all 3 of his fights in the UFC have come by finish. He finished Gerald Meerschaert and he subbed a submission, the god of all submission artists. He subbed him, Gerald Meerschaert. And he also subbed Kevin Holland and he also knocked out Bo Nickel. So this guy has fought some pretty tough opponents in the UFC and finished them all off. I think he can do the same with Robert Whittaker, man. I like that play there for sure. And hey, we got a few dogs in this one. By the way, Said Nurmagomedov has now switched to a dog now. So Said Nurmagomedov is a dog right now. So we have also picked him as a dog. So right now I got 3 dogs in this one. I got Tabitha Ricci as a dog. I got Said Nurmagomedov as a dog, and now Renier de Ridder as a dog. So that's 3 dogs for you guys here in this event.
3 dogs from the deal.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's not
money to be made.
So,
nice. All right, everybody, like and subscribe, leave some comments, and don't forget about the fantastic, fabulous Friday face-off shows.
All right, guys, peace out, take care, and can't wait for Friday for our final face-off thoughts and our official bets. Peace out. KAMMA, let's get it.